Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you. I hope you are set up to have a good day. If you are not, if you're feeling low this morning, I encourage you to join us. Stick around for a new episode of Project Joy Live starting right now. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you. It's Friday. Yeah, and it's the end of September. It's the end of September. It's Friday and it's the end of September. Monday, Project Joy is going to be our last episode of September. And then we're going to move into October and we're going to see what happens. Typically, I make the decision in September when this season is going to end. I already know that the next season will come back in February because it always come back around like the week after my birthday in February. So I know for sure we'll be off in January, but I'm not sure if Project Joy will continue through December or if November is going to be it. I don't know yet. So I'll let you guys know. Usually I know by this point is my point of all this, but we're fine. We'll find out. Let me know if you guys are awake today. Let me know where you're joining us from and what's bringing you joy. And we'll talk about the episode in the Morning Brew. Here we go. I hope you guys are up and moving about. I got my exercise done this morning. I've kind of taken things to the next level with my movement over the last week. And my Apple Watch keeps reminding me of it. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. This whole week has been really about connecting with my body and what it's telling me and then over the last couple of days adding some additional movement into what I was already doing, so it feels really good to be doing that. Also on my mind this morning is everybody that is down in the storms, in the hurricane, then the aftermath of it down south, and sending love to everybody. My dad checked in this morning on Facebook. I saw that they're without power, but hopefully it won't be too long. And all of my friends in Tennessee and Alabama and Georgia, Florida, of course, all the southern states, sending all you guys love this morning as you navigate the storms and the effects of it. I'm excited because on today's show, I'm going to be talking about kindness, which we know it goes hand in hand with everything else we talk about on this show, which is joy, gratitude, peace, love, all those things. Kindness is such a big hand in that, I feel like, and in those emotions and all of that, in those experiences. And so we're going to talk about that this morning on the heels of me seeing The Wild Robot yesterday. I will tell you all about that coming up as well. So we're going to celebrate today with some couple national days that I thought were really interesting this morning. And then we got birthdays and all of that coming up here shortly. So I hope you will stick around for all of that goodness. Let me go to check in. Brittany said, hello, everyone. Happy Fabulous Friday. Let me know, by the way, let me know what you guys are drinking this morning. Speaking of The Wild Robot, they had the cutest little popcorn buckets and cups for The Wild Robot at the show yesterday. Look how cute. So I'm enjoying my smoothie in the Wild Robot cup this morning. They're very adorable. The little popcorn buckets were so cute. So cute. So So let me know what you guys are enjoying as your drink today. I've got my chocolate smoothie with love from Veg Protein. So, do I take questions? I can, but it depends about what. Whether or not I'll be able to answer it is another story. Thanks for being here this morning. My glutes are feeling it, Brittany says. Sending love to all those in the storm. I made a protein packed vegan coffee smoothie. There you go. There you go. I wish I could do regular coffee. Sadly, I cannot. So here we are. But I like to do anytime I do a coffee smoothie, I like to use Ticino because it tastes like coffee, but not all the crap in the coffee. So we love that around here. Also, I have to tell you about something else that's bringing me joy this morning. You'll know that I've moved into the world of gluten freeness, which sometimes is very difficult for me. But we were at the store last night, and do you guys remember like going on a road trip or you're going somewhere and you just need a quick snack, and there would be in the gas station those little packs of chocolate donuts, or sometimes they would have the powdered ones, but I always used to like the chocolate covered donuts. Those were one of my little guilty pleasures back in the day. We getting one last thing at the grocery store last night, and look what I found. You see these? This is by a company called Drumroll Snacks. And these are chocolate glazed donuts. Okay. The entire pack. So it's 3 donuts, has 190 calories, 10 grams of protein, only 1 gram of sugar. And get ready for it. You ready? They're plant-based, gluten-free, grain-free, low calories, hold on. 190 calories, low sugar, and high protein. Okay. They were so good. Look at, can't even share them with you guys. They were so good. They were so good. I was really pleased with these. It's obviously it's a package, it's a process. It's not something I would eat all the time, but every now and then, if I go on a road trip or whatever, hello, they're fantastic. They're fantastic. So shout out to Drumroll Snacks. I'm not sponsored, nothing like that, but damn, they were pretty good and got me a little nostalgic. I'm not, because I needed help with that. Got me a little nostalgic. I love it. So we went to the website, found out you can get on like a subscription type deal. You could for buying, in bulk. They do need to be refrigerated, just FYI. And they have other flavors. They have vanilla and they also have strawberry covered. So that's my little research that I've done for you all this morning. That's bringing me joy as well, because it was just this little nostalgic moment I had. And exactly the way that I eat, plant-based, gluten-free, good deal. So definitely big shout out to Drumroll Snacks. Thanks for the nostalgia this morning. Yes, it's not regular coffee, it's a mushroom. So there's no caffeine in it. Let me know, because I've seen they have some I've seen some different mushroom coffees but they still have caffeine, so I'm out. I'm out on those. But yeah, so good morning, Miss Teresa. Good to see you here today. So we got a great show on tap for you today. Let's move forward into celebrating today with our national days. Let's do it. Great. So, national days today. There's a couple things that I noticed on national days. There's tons every single day. Like, for example, today is National Chocolate Milk Day. Do you love chocolate milk? That's why I'm having my chocolate peanut butter smoothie this morning. I love chocolate milk a lot. But here in New England, one of the things that we love, thanks to Rhode Island, is coffee milk. Have you guys had coffee milk, like with the coffee syrup? Like, it not coffee, but coffee syrup. Let me know if you guys have had that. Literally the best thing. And my grandmother used to sit, and it's chocolate milk day, and here I am talking about coffee milk, but we're doing what we do. So my grandmother used to make me coffee milk with the syrup, and then she would put like a scoop of coffee ice cream in there, which I used to love growing up. So little memory about my grandma this morning. Um, all right. In addition, it is National Brave Day. This is one of two that I've never heard of, but I love this. On the fourth Friday in September, National Brave Day honors women who lift each other up, rescue each other, and make each other brave. Now, I don't know about making each other brave, but finding people that are amazing and wonderful and supportive in your circle, having people like that in your circle can definitely increase your ability to tap into your own braveness. Sometimes just a flutter of encouragement comes in the form of timely guidance from another woman. Other times groups of women provide the energy coordinated thoughtful efforts for someone in need. Women empowering women. Despite varied experiences and backgrounds, women come together across generations to support each other. These small tokens come in many forms. For example, a momentary reprieve over a cup of coffee during a hectic day makes all the difference. A well-written letter of recommendation for a job may change the course of a life. These small tokens strengthen a woman who may have undergone unspoken tragedy or struggles. The opportunities to empower sisters, friends, family, and even a stranger are limitless. National Brave Day seeks out tangible ways to encourage women to keep moving forward and to be brave. And one thing I wanted to say about this as I was reading through this morning was, again, like I feel like that braveness comes from within, and the people that we surround ourselves with can absolutely help us to tap into that braveness. And but in the same sense, I feel like just you doing the work to seek out a supportive circle of women like that denotes braveness. So it really is, the braveness is there. Just tap into it, and definitely that circle around you can help. It is also National Day of Forgiveness. Love this. We had 4 separate episodes on forgiveness on Beyond 2D. By the way, you guys go check out season 2 of Beyond 2D on YouTube, on the Breakthrough Show Network page, of course. But September 27th is National Day of Forgiveness to encourage us to develop realistic methods for incorporating forgiveness in our lives. Forgiveness is a potent tool on a journey of spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical health. The act of forgiveness is powerful, but granting forgiveness is more than an act, it's a process. Forgiveness teaches us about ourselves as much as it teaches us about others. Whether a person suffers from mental or emotional pain, grief, or trauma, forgiveness can set us on a path of healing. Forgiveness can also develop into a practice that teaches us to value compassion, kindness, and love. And there are also some myths about forgiveness that nationaldaycalendar.com points out. And I want to talk about those really quickly because I think they're so important. And we talked about some of these things when we did the series on Beyond 2D. Forgiveness means different things to different people, but there are myths associated with forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean continuing a relationship, approving the other person's behavior, or that one person wins and the other person loses. There is no requirement to continue a relationship with someone that you forgive. Many relationships do not remain the same after forgiveness. Accepting that or choosing to let a relationship end also helps us heal. Though forgiveness can repair some relationships, especially if the receiver understands that forgiveness does not condone the behavior. I think that's such a huge myth around forgiveness, and about around love and joy and peace. Just because we stand for those things does not mean that we're some sort of pushover or that we think that the behavior is okay. I was sharing the other day about a post that I had made on social media, and it's interesting with that because a lot of times I've always been the type of person that sees the other side of things, or all sides of things. Some does not one side or the other. There are many different facets to certain situations, and just because I present the other side of things, that doesn't mean that I agree with the other side. It doesn't mean anything other than an awareness to go, okay, I know that this is here in this way. And so I think it's really important for us to remember the multifaceted aspect of things, and know that things like forgiveness and joy and peace and love, that doesn't mean one one belief or one way. It just is an awareness, is all it is. So National Day of Forgiveness, love that today. Think about areas in your life where you could use more forgiveness as well. I think it's important too. It's also let's see, National Scarf Day. I'm not a big scarf wearer unless it's winter. I love to crochet a scarf, I love the warmth of a scarf, but I don't think I'm a decorate myself with a scarf person. Why? Because I have a very short neck and it looks like I'm all pent up when I wear a scarf. So I don't do that. But that's our national days for today. Yes, no caffeine for me. Emboldening each other, love that. Yes. So lots of goodness happening today. And all of that said, we need to get on to our daily uplift. Is kindness a superpower? Let's talk about it. Right. So yesterday I went to go see The Wild Robot. And now it's interesting because we had bought my daughter Leah the book of The Wild Robot, I don't know, like maybe a year and a half ago or so. I don't even remember exactly when we had bought it, but the library was having a book fair, and that's where homeschool children go to book fairs, is at the library. And so we went to the library and had gotten her the Wild Robot, but I hadn't really read it. I had bought it because Leah loves robots, and so I didn't really know anything about it. And then when we had gone to see Beetlejuice, the second one, recently, we saw the preview for it and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. And the kids said they wanted to see it. It was Sky's birthday yesterday, which we had a great day. Thank you to everybody who wished Sky a happy birthday. And Sky has the membership thing at the movie theater, so he gets unlimited tickets every month anyway. And so we decided to all go together as a family. Also took a friend of my daughter's as well. And I really didn't know what to expect, to be honest. Obviously, I think it's a Pixar movie, so the graphics were really great and wonderful. And I did not expect to cry twice. I had to take a child to the bathroom at one point. I hear I may have cried a third time. Um, there was a lot of it was very funny in some spaces. But basically, this robot, to give you guys a little overview of the story, this robot is being delivered somewhere. The crate falls off the boat or the plane. I don't remember. The crate falls off somewhere and lands on this island. And it opens up, and this robot comes out of the box and is trying to find its mission. It's programmed to find its mission, like to find a task, and it always completes the task, period, end of story. And I was feeling some kind of way about that, because I was like, I feel that sometimes when I wake up in the morning, like, okay, what's my task? And I got to do it and I will not fail, period, end of story. But then some days, everything I come up against is like hitting a wall. And the robot experienced that in this movie. The robot didn't know, like, all that was on this island were animals, wild animals. And so it was trying to talk to the wild animals, like, are you the one that ordered me? What's my task? Like, trying to find the task outside of themselves. Which, listen, there are all of these like sort of really deep messages within this movie as well. So it's trying to find its tasks, going to all these animals, and it ends up overriding how it's written, which I think, when it comes to robots and AI and all that, isn't that a lot of humans' biggest fears? But what it overrides is the whatever it thinks its mission is. And the mission ends up being very loving. And they end up meeting a little duckling. And this is what the duckling looks like. This is one of the little toppers that came on. So the girls got these cups and it had a top. I don't have the top on right now, but the little thing sits on top. So there's one with the robot, which Leah wouldn't let me borrow for the show. She's being mean. And then this little duckling. So the robot came across this little duckling and decided it's going to be a mother now, because that's the task, that's the mission. And I had to laugh so hard because they end up meeting a possum at one point, and she's got a ton of kids and she just like doesn't care anymore. And for those of you with many children like I have, as the children go on, like it kind of, you don't care less, but it's like there's a little thing I saw on social media at one point that talked about how, when your first baby, when their pacifier falls on the floor, like you throw it away and you get a whole new one because you could never. And then the second child is born and you take it and you don't need to buy a new one, but you wash it really good. And you sanitize it, sterilize it, all of that, and then give it back to the baby because it should be fine. Third baby's born, baby drops the pacifier, you're just kind of like, oh, just rinse it off really quick and give it back to the baby. The the fourth baby's born, you're kind of like, oh, it was only there for a second, here you go. It's that sort of thing. And that's the kind of attitude that this possum has towards her children, which is wildly hilarious for those of us that have kids. And so anyway, they go through, and the robot ends up, even though the robot is treated so horribly by all of these wild animals that it meets, it still keeps coming back and trying again and trying again. And it ends up being, they say the line, kindness is a superpower. And it was just such a beautiful message in the end. And when the duckling grows up, I don't want to give away the whole story because I would really love for you guys to see it, but it was so beautiful, every underlying message. And I wanted to talk specifically about the kindness is a superpower part today, because it's one of the key lessons that stood out to me throughout the movie. So, in a world where we're often told that strength is in competition, in dominance, or even in the survival of the fittest, the Wild Robots flips that script and shows us that the kindness can be the most powerful force of all. Think about it. When we choose to act with kindness, we don't just make someone's day better, we create a ripple effect. Every single time we choose kindness, we are spreading compassion, love, and connection. Kindness often requires vulnerability, but isn't that the bravest thing we can do? Choosing to be kind when we could have been kind, that is a powerful choice. And it really does come down to just simple as that, a choice. Now, in the movie, we see how kindness transforms not just individuals, but an entire community. We see that with all of the animals that come together in the film. This is a reminder that we all have the capacity to change the world around us by leading with kindness. It reminds me that every single one of us has this superpower within us. It's not about being wealthy or powerful in the traditional sense. It's about how we treat others, especially when no one's watching. Kindness isn't weak. Kindness builds bridges. Kindness heals. Kindness transforms. And I want to challenge all of you today to consider where you can use this superpower in your own life. Where can you choose to show more kindness, whether it's to a stranger, a friend, or even to yourself? That's a big one. That's a big one. What's beautiful about kindness is that it's limitless. The more that you give, the more there is. It doesn't run out. So today, let's embrace our inner superhero and let's use kindness to make the world a better place. What's a moment where someone's kindness really touched your life? Let me know in the chat as we go to break, and we'll be right back after this.
On April 4th, I was 90 years old, grandson of slaves. My parents were first generation free. A long time ago, I embraced the definition of love. Love is the experience of well being. And a friend is one who mutually shares that experience of well being with you, which opens up almost infinite creative possibilities.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. Today is Friday, everybody, September 27th, 2024. We've been talking about kindness being a superpower based on the film that I saw yesterday with my kiddos, The Wild Robot. You can check it out in theaters. I think the 3D comes out today. We just saw the 2D one. The vertigo that I experience does not handle 3D movies very well. But before the break, I was asking the question to you guys about what is a way that someone has shown kindness to you recently. So let me know in the comments as we finish up the show today. It's time to celebrate birthdays, everybody. Let's do it.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. In the world of celebrity, Jenna Ortega is 23 years old today. She's in her early 20s. I made a note and then left a number out. I know she's not 2, so there's that. Happy birthday, Jenna Ortega. Lil Wayne is 42 years old today. Happy birthday, Lil Wayne. Avril Lavigne turns the big 40 today. Happy birthday, Avril Lavigne. I think she came here and performed in Hartford recently. I'll have to look and see, but I heard that she puts on an amazing show. Gwyneth Paltrow, 52 years old today. Samuel Adams, that passed away in 1803, a legend over here in Boston who organized the Boston Tea Party. Today was his birthday. And also Meatloaf, that passed away in 2022. Had a birthday today as well. So happy birthday to all of them. The celebrities in my life, past Breakthrough Show guest Natali had a birthday today. We have Kim Gilliam. Tomorrow, Karen Timer, who used to be a host here on the Breakthrough Show Network, and Breakthrough Show Network guest Jamie Hearn has a birthday tomorrow as well. So lots of amazing birthdays. Let's get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jenna, Little Wayne, Avril, Gwyneth, Samuel, Meatloaf, Matali, Kim, Karen, and Jamie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. I hope you are set up to have an amazing day, and we'll be celebrating more birthdays, of course, next week on Project Joy Live. Brittany said, the community we have here has given me plenty of kindness, whether it's a helping hand or a listening ear. It's all with such care, compassion, and empathy. We appreciate you, Brittany. Thank you so much for being a part of our community here. We always invite you to jump into any of our episodes, events, all of that. And I think you'll find mostly that kindness is part of everything that we do here. So go to the breakthroughshownetwork.com or .club and join us. There's calendars on both pages and our virtual community. You can jump in. And I got to tell you about what's happening on the network this weekend and coming up next week. All right. So let me pull my other calendar up here. I had my other one up, but I've got too many tabs open today. Can anybody relate? Coming up 5 a.m. check-in for our virtual co-working. We work together from 10 to 12 today, Eastern time. Just bring yourself and your to-do list, and we will get it done, hold you accountable, and celebrate when you accomplish the things that you need to get done. So we also have Soul Saturday morning coffee tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Miss Brittany is going to be appearing on Spirit Sessions, A View of the Light tomorrow at 12 p.m. or Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So be sure to check out that new episode of Spirit Sessions. Next week, I will be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Project Joy Live. Of course, we have Rewriting Reality happening at 3 p.m. on Monday. We have a full day of co-working that way. It's a busy week next week. Full day of co-working on Monday. We have Craft Circle on Tuesday evening. Wednesday, Brittany's hosting her workshop, Harnessing the Energy of Color. Make sure you guys check that out. I'm going to drop the registration link down below for everybody. You can find all of our events there, actually, from the Brittany's workshop to Teresa's upcoming workshops to the poetry readings and Pomodoro. Everything you can find there. Anything that is a fee will be marked as such, but a lot of the things that we offer are complimentary. So be sure to check that out as well. We have co-working next week, lots of good stuff. And for those of you that are hosts, next Friday, we do have our host meeting. So be sure to attend that as well. All of that being said, we have lots of amazingness happening. Be sure to check everything out at the breakthroughshownetwork.com or .club. I am your host, Jessica Dugas, super excited to be here with you again today. And I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
I've been lifting myself up, yeah, I've been climbing.